Alright, so last night I experienced a little chill at about 2 a.m. Alright, and it really wasn't that cold out. My body temperature was struggling a little bit. And I think it was because of what I ate. Alright, I had raw sesame seeds, and they're not the most tasty thing to eat, but it's something different. So I'm trying to give more variety in my diet. So I ate a bunch of those. And then I woke up feeling chilly, and in the 2 nights before that, I really wasn't that cold. I wasn't as cold as last night. Plus, last night was extra warm. It was about, it said 32, and it didn't feel quite as cold. And the previous 2 nights were in the low 20s. And for me to be colder when it's in the 30s compared to the 20s has to point at my diet. In fact, I stayed up for about an hour or so, and then before I went to sleep I had a little shredded wheat with dehydrated milk, and I kept pretty warm after that. I think it's how the food is digested that affects my body heat, and it's very important to keep aware of. You got to eat those heating types of foods, avoid the cooling ones. And I think raw foods like these raw sesame seeds, they were cooling. I tend not to eat them much in the summer. I've been sitting on them seeds for a while. I've been looking for the roasted sesame seeds to mix in with them so that they could be more palatable. But yeah, by themselves, they're cooling with the rawness. Maybe if I mix the roasted sesame seeds in with them, then they might be a little more heating. So, consuming raw foods in the winter time will make it more of a challenge to keep warm. That's something to be aware of. Being well fed is good, but you want to be well fed with the right stuff as well. Cooked foods, things that are affected by the heat, by an outside heat, is probably pretty important. I would say just for that kickstart to get your middle burner going at a more efficient pace. My middle burner might not be the most efficient, so I have to make sure that I take extra measures to kickstart it, to keep it going, because if it goes out, I didn't really shiver last night though. I wasn't that cold. I was just cold. I had everything on. I had all my blankets on and everything, and I was surprisingly cold still. Just my body heat felt like it was a few degrees lower than normal. And it was, I felt strong. I didn't feel sick. It wasn't really a sickness issue. It was just I think how I was digesting these raw sesame seeds with a shell intact, because they removed the shell on some of them, but I wanted it more as a whole. So it's something to be aware of, something to watch out for. Eating something that's warming and filling before you go to sleep can really help you get through those cold nights. That's pretty important. During the day, like today, it's gonna be another sunny and warm one. I'll remove a few layers. I already have removed a few layers of my jackets, just to try to keep cool against it. This climate has major temperature fluctuations. In fact, just like a couple hours from here in Yakima, it can swing 50 degrees in a day. Here, I don't think it's too much different. So it's important to be aware, of your diet. You can eat cooling foods, raw foods during the day. Like I could have those sesame seeds for breakfast, but in the evening, I'd probably want to avoid that.